A warm welcome to you, beautiful souls, and to my channel, Mystical Angels Energy. My name is Kikyo, and I am deeply thankful and deeply grateful to have you here today, beautiful souls. The card decks that I use are listed in the description box below, and thank you for all the likes, the shares, the comments, the subscribes. They mean the world to me, so thank you very much. Now let us begin our Divine Masculine message. Angels, what would you like us to know at this time concerning current? Oh wow, that came right out. And the angels are saying take them. So I will. So Aquila, power. This is the energy of 24, so the energy of 6. I feel like the Divine Masculine is owning their energy, realizing their power, and they're harnessing that power. You may see lightning in the sky. They are I'm hearing recharging, charging up, powering up Divine Feminine. And they realize what is most important in their life. And with the eagle energy, their dreams, they're focused on their dreams. They're focused on their dreams taking flight. And they're putting energy and power where that energy and power needs to be. So on their dreams, on their visions. So again, 24 could be significant. The energy of 6, which is the energy of harmony and deep love. And I'm hearing commitment. And they're focusing with a laser sharp focus on that dream. And the eagle represents the dream that they have of you, Divine Feminine, the dream they share of you. So they are focused on creating that dream with you. And this is like the big dream, the core dream. And I feel like everything that you or your Divine Masculine do, of course, all of your dreams and all of your visions and all of your goals are important, but everything leads back to each other. That's what I'm hearing. At the core, at the essence, everything leads back to each other, and the thought of being together powers, fuels up any other dreams, passions, ambitions, talents, skills, abilities that you have. Just the thought of your Divine Masculine, just the thought of the Divine Feminine with the Divine Masculine, it fuels them up, it powers them up, it gives them energy and electricity. So you are fueling them up, Divine Feminine balance. So Libra energy. Now this could mean that they have a powerful placement with powerful Libra placements. This could also mean you have a powerful Libra placement, but again, this is the energy of feeling balance, okay? They are feeling more balanced again, more stable. They're learning to handle that energy. So I feel like they've been in a state of processing, and now they are utilizing that energy, and they're learning to balance between the polarities, Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, rest and work, etc. So your Divine Masculine is feeling more balanced, and I feel again that because I'm perceiving that as a Divine Feminine energy, that they realize that you are what matters most. That is what the angels are saying to me. They're very focused on you at this time, Divine Feminine. They are having visions of you. They are connecting with you telepathically. Andromeda, sacrifice, and this is the energy of 13, and I believe that said the energy of 7. So yeah, going deep within, a very deep energy. Okay, so they're drawing forth that essence. Oh, and it's balanced between, how did I not notice that at first? Yes, the brain and the heart. So the mind and heart bridge. So if the Divine Masculine was very logical before, very left brain focused, they have on this path learned to harness the power of the right brain and the imagination and the heart space. So they are combining those energies. And this is also what you have learned, Divine Feminine. You have learned to balance the heart space with the mind, to balance logic and reason with the abstract and imagination and mystery and to embrace the unknown. So I really feel like that the Divine Masculine is embrace the unknown. We have with that 7 energy there too, which is going very deep within. So this is very core energy. I'm feeling a lot of solar plexus energy standing in the seat of their will. So we have Andromeda, sacrifice. Now, you could resonate that you are from Andromeda, Divine Feminine, or a beautiful soul watching this, or if you're the Divine Masculine watching this. And I feel like the Divine Masculine, they are drawn to that Andromedan energy, or they could be from Andromeda. But this is the energy of the free spirit. Andromedans are free spirits, and they have a balance between masculine and feminine energy. They are often described as being a bit childlike and very, very freedom-loving individuals. They love their freedom. So that could also represent the number 5 in numerology. But I feel like, again, the Divine Masculine realizes what is most important with that sacrifice energy. They realize that they no longer wish to sacrifice this relationship for career, for karmic energies. They realize that yes, their career is indeed important because it will fuel the dreams that they have, and of course that is a part of their dream. And if they are in their dream career, then you know that just adds more fun and pleasure and wonderful things to the relationship. But they realize as well that, you know, it's important to have a balance and to not, I'm going to put that right underneath there because I feel that energy right underneath balance. They realize that what needs to be sacrificed is what needs to go. Karmic energies, things that do not resonate, things that were embedded in the shadow. Now, shadow self, this could also be indicative of shadow work. So they may be processing something within shadow and realizing that something is buried down within shadow that needs to come up to the surface. So shadow work is all about what is suppressed, and these can be positive aspects that you carry forward into the future, into the present and the future, or this could be something that you need to face, need to accept, but it ultimately needs to go because it's not healthy. So the Divine Masculine may have, before you may have felt Divine Feminine, that they sacrificed the relationship, or they were making, they were maybe not utilizing their time in the best way, the angels are saying, or they were sacrificing time. They were being too much in the energy of work. I'm hearing workaholic type energy, or they were just focused on acquiring power because they thought that that was what would make them successful, make them happy, bring happiness to the relationship, but ultimately, you know, they sacrifice that energy. Well, I'm here to give you confirmation, beautiful soul, that that energy has passed. There is a wisdom here with that Libra energy and balance and power. And now when I say power, I'm talking about the true power, not this false ego power, right? Of things that you think you need, like, oh, you've been programmed by the system to think you need this amount of money, this career, this car, the material things, you know, children, what people tell you to do, you know, like certain standards that society expects you to fulfill. That doesn't mean that that you can't have those things. You know, they may indeed want children, they may indeed want a certain career, you know, and it's good to have material things, but it's all in balance. And I feel that too. Oh yes. So I'm hearing Between Mind and Heart. That's a song by the group called Enigma. And I'm also hearing, oh, what was it? Yes, material and spiritual balance. So they realize too that, you know, they no longer need to sacrifice the spiritual, they no longer need to sacrifice the spiritual for material things. They can focus on both the material and the spiritual. It's about knowing when to put it down, knowing when you feel called. So I feel the Divine Masculine realizes that power comes through balance as well. Knowing when you feel called to be in a certain energy. And, you know, that is okay. Sometimes you're in work, and then sometimes you're in rest. Sometimes you need to be a little more in the mind space, and other times it's more heart space, and you need to pay attention to your emotions. Sometimes more left brain, more right brain, more material focus, more spiritual focus. So yes, more power there. And definitely that balance with the Andromedan energy of freedom is what is setting them free. And you can feel that energy, divine feminine. You may feel as though you're able to breathe, that the energy becomes lighter. You may feel as though, divine feminine, you're able to handle things more. This is the energy too that is being mirrored back to you from your divine masculine. You're sensing that energy, and you can see how that is at play in your life as well, divine feminine. Vulpecula, generosity. I hope I said that right. So we have the energy of 30 there, which is 3 amplified by 0, because zeros always amplify the numbers preceding them. So the energy of a connection, knowing that they're not alone, you know, and also kind of with generosity, I don't know why I see curiosity. So I feel like, you know, the divine masculine is very curious, okay? I see someone doing a lot of research, or someone on the internet. They could be trying to find you, or trying to connect with you, I'm hearing. Or I feel like they are aware of you, though, physically aware of you in some way. But generosity, you know, I feel like they wish to share their heart. So it's like they're tapping into that power. They're charging back up. They're focused on their dreams. The thought of you is fueling this energy. They realize what's most important. They feel more free. They're balancing. They're coming back into balance. They feel more balanced. So equilibrium. They feel more stable energy. And then this is bringing them to this full heart with that moon energy. So I feel like they are very much in, so I see Libra, so the sign of Libra. And if you're not aware of your Libra sign, if you're not aware of your mercurial sign, I must have been thinking, because my Mercury is in Libra. I must have been thinking that. Okay, so your mercurial sign, so the sign of the mind, and then we also have the sign of the heart space, which is the moon. So definitely go research your moon sign and your mercurial sign, because I feel like that'll give you a lot of insight into the way you think and the way you feel. But I feel as though that they have that balance between the Mercury sign and the moon sign. So there's a fullness within their emotions, a fullness in their heart. They feel they will feel fueled up. And when you balance, you do become clear. When you allow yourself to process, when you allow yourself to have the time to focus on an opposing energy. Like, for instance, if you need to cry, once you allow yourself to actually do that, and I feel that with the moon energy, the moon is asking us to allow ourselves to, again, do what is needed. Okay, so that might be part of the sacrifice energy too. The divine masculine realizes what they need to do in order to have clarity. And there is clarity, because it's in the final position here. So that's that generosity energy, and they wish to give to you and provide for you, divine feminine. And they wish to be your guardian. And in the 5D, they are always with you. They're always looking out for you. They are assisting you to tune back into your own power and energy. And they are also sending you beautiful, loving energy. And you can send your divine masculine, beautiful, loving energy to divine feminine. But there's a fullness in their heart. And again, with that generosity energy and combining that with the sacrifice energy, realizing what matters most. And they realize that you are what matters most. No matter what energy they were operating out of in the past, that energy has been, the lesson has been learned. That's what I'm hearing. That energy has been processed. You've moved on from that energy, but that energy of generosity is the energy of the Six of Pentacles, beautiful soul. And I do feel like your divine masculine is in a much more financially stable place. I do see for many divine masculines that I'm channeling here, that's the energy that I feel. And again, I have 77 on the timer, so I'm also seeing 777 jackpot energy. Okay, it's your lucky day type of energy. The divine masculine may feel like they're having a lucky energy within this current energy. So I feel like they feel very fortunate, very blessed with generosity. There feels like the energy of gratitude, third eye, inner knowing. So I trust my inner knowing and I'm at peace with myself. I create more moments of stillness and silence and I listen for the truth. I'm open to connecting with and listening to my gut and my heart's feelings, and I don't override them with my mind's logic. Thank you, angels, for repeating that message that I just said before I read this. I practice meditation, prayer, and contemplation. So your divine masculine, they may be in that energy, and they're taking moments to be silent and to tune in with who they are, and they realize, again, what's most important, they realize what they did before was not healthy, and they realize they need to bring that energy back into the heart space. So this is really that they were operating more from logic, okay, from the left brain, mental energy, mercurial energy, and now they are tuning that in with the heart space, and they are learning to listen to the heart and combine that with the mind, and they realize the importance of the emotions, the importance of releasing those emotions, and that is not a weakness. That is power, beautiful soul. Power. Power. True power is not through the acquisition of material things. And I feel your divine masculine may have thought that before. They realize now that true power comes from tuning in with their purpose. Purposeful power. Power of purpose. Yes, thank you, angels. That is what is giving the, and it's like a shock to the system. Okay, I feel like it may be, they may feel like they have actually been electrified a little bit. It's very powerful energy. Okay, like they may feel like they may even see their hair standing up on end. If you see that divine feminine, or if you see like lights flicker, or an energy surge, or power surge, or lightning in the sky, or you see songs like maybe on YouTube and maybe the backgrounds have lightning, okay, the artwork, yes, the imagery that someone's using in the thumbnail or the pictures, or any signs and symbols. So I feel like the major sign and symbol here is the scales and lightning bolts. I'm also hearing like the thunderbird, even though I'm not drawing out my oracle of the birds, but I see that card, the thunderbird, in my mind's eye. So there's like great power there. So standing in the seat of the will and in the seat of power. Thank you, angels. And again, with that third eye energy. So, you know, they tap in with who they really are and their purposeful power. They do begin to have visions of you. And I feel like, again, the clairvoyant, the clairaudient, the clairsentient, clairsalient, clairgustance. Again, clairgustance is clair taste, clairsalience, clair smell. Clairsentience is the sensing. Clairaudience is the hearing, clairvoyance is the seeing. And then there's claircognizance, where you just know. So I feel like their clair senses are being amplified. Powers are being amplified and upgraded. Fourth chakra, heart chakra, and that's beautiful because we've been talking about them operating more from the heart space, acceptance of self. It's time to rejuvenate myself by giving myself love. I accept myself the way I am, and I remind myself that I cannot feel any better about life than how I feel about myself. I will not wait a moment longer to accept myself. Indeed, and that could have been the sacrifice they were making too. Thank you, angels, for that clarification on top of what I've previously said. So it's like adding more to it and giving more context here. So they were sacrificing who they truly were, okay, because they thought that was power, or they could have been, you know, giving too much time, too much energy, again, to things that were very karmic, people that were karmic. They thought that if they did so, they would be in a position of more power. They realized that that's not true power. That's not true strength. I honor what my body is asking for, and if I'm unsure, I will ask myself, what can I do to be healthier and more balanced than I am now? I dwell upon all that is right in my life, not what is wrong, and I have gratitude, and that's beautiful because it's right below the generosity, and I said that about gratitude. I accept my life as it is now, and I move forward from here. So yeah, there's the energy of moving on. Again, the energy, and I feel like that's a key phrase here. What matters most? What matters most? The divine masculine has this power coursing through them. They sense your heart, your spirit, divine feminine. They love you very much, and they're asking themselves, what mattered most? And they may feel as though they lost time. They may feel as though that time has been lost to them. But the beauty here, once they tap in with spirit, is that everything is right on time. Yes, God is saying everything is right on time. Goddess is saying everything is right on time. Everything is as it is meant to be. Even though I don't believe in complete, concrete things being set in total stone, okay? I believe that from my belief, my perspective, things are a blueprint. Now, you may not resonate with that. Of course, take what resonates and leave the rest, but that's just a perspective I'm offering here, my own perspective, because this is my own reading, and I'm channeling it. But, yeah, I believe it's a blueprint, and I do believe that, you know, sometimes things change along the way, and that is there's power in that, okay? And sometimes plans being changed and having that freedom, okay, to open things up, that not everything has to be as it was written. Yet at the core energies, which is why I said it's a blueprint, right? Because there are certain things that are definitely destined to happen and will happen. And these things are part of your purpose, power. They feel good to you. It's nothing that's going to feel bad to you. Okay, so anything that is definitely has been and is more permanent and meant to happen is something that is part of your purpose. 100%. That's what I believe. And that's what I feel like the angels are saying to me. So it's nothing to fear. Okay, so yeah, the divine masculine is definitely more accepting of who they are. And they're not going to sacrifice their light or their energy anymore, or sacrifice themselves for things that are dull and mundane and draining. Okay, they're shooting for the stars. I'm hearing that one Avril Lavigne song about where she says she would rather be anything but ordinary. I don't know the name of that song, Beautiful Souls. That's what came up in my mind. So Modern Garden Rose, 35, the Sensualist, La France Rose. So 35, this is the energy of 8. Again, if you turn 8 on its side, it is the infinity symbol. It is also a symbol of balance. Again, the energy of balance is here. So the sensualist, this is all about, again, with the modern garden rose, bringing that energy into their garden, into their world. Okay, the garden for me is like the space, their space that they're tending, the energy that they are tending, their purpose that they're cultivating, and they're bringing all that energy into the present. So they are very much focused on the present and bringing their awareness to the present. They're not focused on the past. They see the future. They know what they wish to cultivate, but they're in the energy of the present, which is beautiful, which is where you have the most power. So not only power of purpose, purposeful power, but power of the present. Okay, so with the sensualist here too, this is the energy of them feeling everything. Okay, sensuality, now this can be tied in with sexual energy, okay, but sensuality is not necessarily sexual. What sensuality is utilizing all of your senses. It's just what the word, it says, sensual, senses, right? It's right in the word, senses. So again, when I talked about all the clair senses, so that too, I feel like they are having experiences where different clair experiences, not just one. I feel like all of them, indeed, because we have the third eye there, and where you have the third eye energy, that is psychic power. Okay, so Archangel Raziel is here, definitely, 100%. Archangel Raziel is present with your divine masculine, and Archangel Raziel is the psychic angel, connecting you with your psychic prowess. Okay, so we could also see that too. Psychic power, psychic prowess. All of that electrifying energy coming down from the crown. It's like it's coming down from the heavens. Okay, so this electric energy coming down through the heavens, it's like piercing through the divine masculine's crown chakra, and I'm hearing reverberating, ricocheting all throughout the third eye. They may even feel a little bit of like a ricochet energy, a little shaky energy. They may feel initially a little unstable, and then there will be complete stability. And that is that energy, okay, activating that third eye. That's that energy too, clearing out certain energy that needed to go. Okay, so with the sensual energy too, this is an appreciation too, a slowness. So Taurian energy is here. So someone could have strong Taurus placements. Okay, with the sensualist, I really feel this is Venetian energy too. Okay, and Venus is the ruler of both Taurus and Libra. So not only do I feel the moon sign and the mercurial sign, but I also feel the sign of Venus. I feel there's a very divine feminine energy at the moment with your divine masculine. Again, what I mean by that is, well, of course you are connecting with them divine feminine, but what I mean by that is they're operating a little more from, I feel, their divine feminine side. And the divine feminine and masculine energies are within all of us, like the yin and yang, part of what makes us whole. And what makes you a divine feminine, what makes them a divine masculine overall, is that there's more of a core resonance with one of those energies. You resonate with that more at the core. But those energies are within each of us. So, Old Garden Rose, the gardener, and this is beautiful because it talked about them tending their garden, Triomphe de Luxembourg Rose. So, they are... I feel like this is a higher heart chakra energy as well with that pink energy. So I feel like, again, a breath of fresh air, they're letting go. So it's like the modern and the old, again, with that balance there. Bringing forth into the modern day what the core energy that still resonates, and letting go of what needs to be let go of. With that triumph energy, I feel like, again, they are triumphant. They are the gardener. They are tending to that garden. They realize, again, that question, what matters most to me? And it's almost like they're tending to that garden. They're weeding out things that don't need to be there anymore. I'm hearing don't belong. So that could be the sacrificial energy too. Like, again, pruning something, letting go of something, plucking something out, weeding out. Because like if weeds overtake the garden, right, then they kill off the other plants, they suffocate the other plants. So I feel like, you know, there's this energy of like, there was almost like an energy of like, I can't breathe before. Being weighed down I'm hearing 10 of Wands energy, but this real energy of like, I feel like I can't breathe. So like a breath of fresh air. There's a breath of fresh air, like what needs to go, what matters most. And they feel you, okay? And again, they are focused on the life that they wish to create. And that life leads back to you, Divine Feminine. And they wish to bless you and give to you and show you mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, sexually, just how much they love to you. How much they love you, and how much they love you, and how much they wish to give to you. Yes, I don't think I said that all the way right, but they love you. They love you deeply. And I feel, again, they wish to, there's this, in their mind, they wish to take their time and really explore with you and enjoy life with you. Okay, so that is the message. Thank you for being here, beautiful souls. Thank you for all the likes, the shares, the subscribes. And as I look at my battery, it says 69 right now. So 69 is also a very important number. That is the number of balance. Also, if you look at it a little bit, looks if you flip it on its side, it looks like Cancer. So Cancerian energy too, and that makes sense with the moon type of energy. And again, the Divine Feminine type of energy, a very nurturing mother type of energy. Also the energy of home, being in the heart space of their home, because Cancers love home. And they're all about making a beautiful home and a beautiful space. And family is very important to them. So you are their family. You are their heart, Divine Feminine. Okay, so that is what I have for you today. I love you and I cherish you. And the angels love you and cherish you. And until next time, beautiful souls, bless.